Yeah.
Got to a good start, and I got one of the surprises. He might be in the NBA soon. Frank Nitti, yes.
Really?
He's destroying this league.
Good info.
Okay.
All right, let me ask you about your former teammate, Kawhi. You think he made the right decision choosing the Clippers?
As a player, and with everything that's been going on, and even after talking to him, he made the decision that he wanted, so it's definitely the right decision. You know, people can say what they wanted him to do or what he should have done or who he should have played with, but this is his decision. And after talking to him, after everything came out, the first thing he told me was, I wasn't finna make a decision and rush and do what everybody else wanted me to do. I took my time and I did what I wanted to do. Once he told me that, I was happy with it because that's all you want. You know, he is good. Everybody, if you get an opportunity to come play at home in your home state, any player in the NBA will take advantage of that. You know, if I had got a chance to play in Houston, besides San Antonio, I would have loved to play in Houston because that's close to home. Every player wants to do that. He did that. He made the right decision for him, and you have to applaud him for that.
Why did he tell you that he chose Clippers over Lakers?
Well, he didn't say that. He didn't tell me why he chose the Clippers. All he said was it was a lot of pressure on people trying to make him do what they wanted him to do. And even when everybody was saying, well, his decision going to come out at a certain time Friday, he made it a point not to do that because it wasn't what he wanted to do. Everybody knew he wanted to come home. Everybody knew he wanted to play on a team where he had to win a championship, and nobody in the world thought Paul was going to be here with him.
Nobody.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to go ahead and say this for the world to hear. Kawhi said this at the end of the message. You never know what I have under my sleeve.
Well, that's a fact. You learned that the hard way.
I love it. I love it.
I told you, old sneaky, old sneaky.
I love it.
I believe it was the right decision because, like you said, and what he told you, that this was the decision that was best for him. I believe he could have won longer with the Lakers. He'd have been set up better because he has AD. So when LeBron steps aside, he and AD can still be paired together because they're very close in age. So now you got another 5, 6, 7 years run, even after LeBron steps away. But to go to the Clippers, it'd have been very interesting if he could not have pulled this off, what his decision would have been. Now, it's easy to say, well, he went to the Clippers, he's going back home, but he did steal Paul George from OKC to get him to come along with him. Now you can't get Paul George to come to Toronto. You can't get Paul George to come to the Clippers. Now what do? Would he have gone to the Clippers solo? Would he have gone back to Toronto? Because I felt the reason why he didn't go back to Toronto, Skip, he saw the toll that it took on him. It wore him down.
Yes.
I don't care what anybody said. You can talk about Siakam and stepped up, but it wore him down. And he knows he needs another superstar because he dodged the bullet. He got a lot of breaks. You talked about this earlier. Literally and figuratively. Guys broke things in order for him to be in play. He knows it.
Yeah.
He knew that.
He knows it.
So he's like, nah, I ain't going this long. I'm not going to tempt fate again. I need to get somebody. That's why he reached out to KD. I need somebody. That's why he reached out to Jimmy Buckets. That's why he reached out to Kyrie and ended up getting Paul George. He knows Kawhi is smarter than we ever gave him credit for. And because he doesn't do a whole lot of talking, he was talking a lot behind the scenes. and come to find out, we found that out before. Where does noise coming from? That was Kawhi doing all that talking, trying to get those guys, and he was able to get Paul George. But for him, Skip, this was the right decision. And like he said, he didn't want to rush the decision and do whatever everybody else thought he should do. Man, go back to Toronto, run it back. Go to the Lakers. Man, the history, the legacy, play with LeBron and AD. Man, if I can get Paul George, I'm going to the Clippers.
Basketball guards show you a lot of favor. But when they show you favor, you got to hold on to it because it don't last long. So he understands the basketball guards showed him a lot of favor this year.
They did.
Getting guys hurt and helping him win a championship on his own. You know, so now he got to feel like this not going to happen again. I got to get right.
They make it up. They get you back.
They get you back, exactly.
Well,
All comes back
to
around.
your question, your hypothetical.
Yeah.
This is just my best guess. If he had tried KD and tried Kyrie and tried Jimmy Butler and then tried and failed on Paul George, I believe he reluctantly and maybe slightly unhappily would have said, okay, I'll join forces with LeBron and AD on the Lakers. Because I do think from the start, his plan in San Antonio, you know how I feel. I don't like the way he did the Spurs, but that's just me. You've had your clashes with that organization, but for whatever reason, he and his uncle decided we want out. And our goal is, we may have to go through somewhere else to get there, but we're going home. And he pulled it off. And I got to applaud him because I sat here for 5 days as we waited and waited and let the clock tick last week, wondering what he was doing. Was he just showboating? You know, was he just showing off like I got the whole world at my beck and call right now? Am I just going to take my sweet time? Nope, he wasn't taking his sweet time. He was using his sweet time to work that flip phone, right?
Yep. You
And-
got to flip.
And yeah, that's what he says.
Good job, Skip.
So I was challenging him day after day. Have the guts to go to the same building that man plays in, your man, and take him on. Now, I had no idea he could get, because I thought once Jimmy Butler went to Miami, I thought there's no market. There's
And
no
I think,
co-star.
Skip, everybody thought like you thought because, like, okay, Jimmy's gone. He wants to go solo. KD and Kyrie paired up. Paul George really never registered because he just signed a 4-year deal. He got 3 years left. He went back with Russ, so he loves Russ. He says, I'm here for the long haul.
I still can't get the video out of my mind of the
on the
4th
stage.
of July
Yes.
bash at the lake in Oklahoma City, and he's pledging allegiance.
Yes.
Till death do us part.
Right. So I'm like, who can he link up with that's going to go with him to where he wants to go, which is the Clippers? And said, I didn't see it. Giannis is not going anywhere. So I'm like, he's stuck. He's got to go either Lakers or back to Toronto.
Okay, so I was highly impressed. It took some guts, even with Paul George joining, to go to the Clippers. They are the doormat. They are the stepchild. They have no history. They have no legacy. And you're going to go there and try to do that against that guy and AD in the same building? That takes some gumption, right?
But after he won that title, Skip, I told you, I said he sees himself on the same level as KD and
Well,
LeBron.
he just
Always
said
has. Always has.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
he
said-
just spoke loudly
Yes.
without saying a word. He still hasn't done a press conference, has he? Will he ever do
Nothing.
one with the Clippers? I don't know. We haven't heard peep from him, right?
Hey, I'm wearing number 2. Just hold the jersey up.
All right.
We good. We good.
Okay.
Quiet assassin.
But I am here to tell you, maybe the more cowardly way, but the smarter way, the shrewder way, is to pair up with LeBron and AD. If you just want to maximize your championships, they would have been prohibitive favorites.
yeah.
You would have been in your glory.
Oh, yeah.
You would have been,
I'd have been intolerable.
If he didn't win in Toronto, that would have been more likely.
Okay,
But
all right.
after you win a
Okay, he
championship
did.
on your own, you kind of don't mind standing on your own.
And,
You kinda
unless
mind
you
building
just
your
want to
own.
start stacking them stacks,
Yeah.
you know, like
Right.
stacking.
Yeah.
Like what if,
You
what
want
if you go
3,
win
4,
3?
5?
You go to LA.
Yeah.
Go to the Lakers.
Lakers.
Yes. No
See,
question.
you're calling the Lakers LA, and the
Yeah.
Clippers actually.
I call it Clippers.
I know,
Yeah, the
you just
Clippers.
call them
That's
the
what it
Clippers.
is. That's what they
just
always gonna be.
Clippers.
Tell them, Stacks, that's what they gonna be.
It's always been
Okay,
that.
so you must have been shocked late Friday night here. I don't know where you were, which coast you were on.
I was on the East Coast.
You were on the East Coast, but it was like 2. You probably didn't know until you woke up.
I was up.
Were you?
Yeah, I was up.
I guess you're always up, right?
I was actually up watching Big 3 games.
Oh, were you?
Watching film, yeah.
Oh,
But Skip, remember I told you Friday? I said he gonna let this thing go in the middle of the night but he didn't realize he didn't want to make headlines, but he didn't realize because he had taken so long, it was gonna dominate the news cycle for the next 72 hours because of him and how long it took him. Now it wouldn't have played out like if he had made his decision, say that Sunday night or that Monday, Tuesday, we done. We talk about it Wednesday, Thursday, we done with it.
True.
But because he let it play out, and when he did it, man, he just everything social media went bonkers. Because I thought it was a joke. Because I thought somebody done photoshopped it. Because I looked at Sham says he signed with the Clippers. And then what? I was like, but they couldn't. I said, these guys can't Photoshop anything like that. I said, oh, man. I said,
Before I text him, I follow his sister on Instagram. And once she posted it, I knew it was official.
And were you shocked?
I was
You didn't
shocked
see
when-
it coming, right?
I didn't see him. I seen him coming to Lakers or Clippers, but I didn't see Paul coming with him.
Yeah.
That was the shocker. Paul was the shocker.
You just shake
Because,
your head.
like
and
you
say,
said, he pledged to be in OKC, but after 1 year, he's seen that wasn't going to work.
Right.
And just being in OKC is just not the place, you know, for California guys. You can't come from California, go to OKC and expect to be comfortable. That's not
Well,
even
he had to live in Indiana. Indiana's very comfortable to OKC
Yeah.
here to Skip.
They very similar. I've been both. They're very similar.
I'll give you that. So what shot do you give number 2 to win a championship with the Clippers?
Just as big as a shot as anybody else in the NBA.
Okay.
Everybody has to go out there and win. Even though he had Paul George, they still have to go out there and win, just like LeBron and AD have to go out there and win. You have to go out there and win it, regardless of what guys, they look good on paper, and we've seen that before. Teams look good on paper, don't even make the playoffs. So these guys, they can get it done. It just depends on how they all buy in. They got Lou, they got Trash, they might have the best defense as far as guards in the league.
might.
Pat Beverly, Kawhi and Paul George. Who's going to score on that offense, on that defense? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
But they want to see them. Boy, we tried out that AD. What y'all going to do with AD? What
You
they going
better
to do with AD?
think, LeBron is thinking about every time he come down, it might be Kawhi or Paul George on it.
We want
Trust
that.
me.
We want that. Did you know, even when
Right
Kawhi,
now.
when Kawhi in 2014, when they lost, did you know LeBron shot 57% from the floor? He was 28-7-6. He shot
Really?
against Kawhi. That maybe it's different Kawhi.
But what was the outcome?
Yeah, but you didn't tell me. Were you gonna tell me that D Wade was gonna score 14 and Chris Bosh was gonna score 13? You ain't gonna. Well, you gonna tell me that going into? Okay.
I wasn't going to tell you that.
Yeah. Well, but you gonna tell me that?
I wasn't going to tell you that.
We gonna be all right. I like our lineup too.
Remember what I said last year, though, on the same show. Keep that same energy coming this summer when the Lakers make a move. Remember, I said that last year. Find the footage. I said, everybody killing the Lakers, keep that same energy, because come this time next year, y'all going to be back on the Lakers bandwagon.
Sam Presti did us no favors. Because we'd have had Kawhi. Sam Presti, you should have dug your heels in. Say, I want 10 unprotected lottery picks.
That might have done it.
I want your lottery picks all the way out to 2030.
Yeah, they probably would have gave it to him anyway. After the year Kawhi just had.
Yeah, hey, they would have. they didn't have no choice.
Great points, gentlemen. Steve, we're going to get you to stick around with us because speaking of Sam Presti and OKC, more questions and drama. Why doesn't any